Hi guys, you join me in Aschaffenburg Hauptbahnhof or Aschaffenburg Main Station on Deutsche Bahn's network. And today, I welcome you to all the stations Main-Spessart Bahn. Right, well let's head over to our train that will be taking us on an all-stop service to Gmunden, which is in the other side of the map. So let's just get around to our platform. Aschaffenburg. Oh, this is the route map. Aschaffenburg is a very big city. Now we've got to wait for the train to be ready to enter. So in a minute, the driver will switch on the train lights, open the doors and turn on the destination boards, which will display Gmunden Hauptbahnhof, or Gmunden Main Station. Today we are being seated in Doppelstock, which is a double-decker stock with a cab car at the end, 766.2, and the locomotive at the front is a tracked locomotive, a Bombardier Trax 146.2. electric locomotive, capable of 160 kilometers an hour or 99 miles an hour. We will shortly be allowed to board on our service to Gmunden, which will be starting very shortly. I'll see ya when we can board. Okay guys, at last he's got his destination to Gmunden Main, RB, Regional Bahn, normal regional service, he's got on his lights, he's got his doors open, so we're boarding. We can let's choose a place that's quite far from the loco, so that we don't have to hear the loud sound of it. So let's just make our way through the train towards this nice tail end of this very long train. You can barely hear the train from here. I don't want to be in the cab car either, because I think this is the end car, because look, this is the cab of the end. Okay, so we're just gonna head into the previous car. I think it'll be a nice, we can grab ourselves a nice seat somewhere. Just as long as it's got a window next to it and it's facing the direction of travel, it will be very nice. So for example, here will be ideal on the top, because of course these coaches have also got downstairs. The downstairs is not as, let's say, comfortable. It's a lot closer to the ground level. On some trains, like in Belgium, you've even got to walk down to be under the platform, to be on the lower level. So I think we'll just take our seats. For example, I'd prefer not to have a table, but it's quite okay, nice. So we'll keep this as our table, but at the moment we're going to stand up to be ready for departure. So as you can see, we're going to RB Gmunden Main. Main doesn't mean principal. Main means it's on the River Main. Let's see. Oh look, there's a freight train. Oh, we're leaving. The doors are now closing. We're now departing from Aschaffenburg Hauptbahnhof. Let's see if we can see any freight trains as we depart. Yeah, look, there's a BR155 electric locomotive there with some shims. Nice short train. And let's see if we cross ourselves with anything else. Let's just get our seat. Which actually, if it's the, we got a one on the wrong end, so we can just take a seat here. Quite a nice seat. Or not. No, I was correct. I was right. That was right. So we want a seat here. Just don't like the seating. Let's see. Let's move to another coach. Let's see. What's the seating like in this coach? Ah, this is the seat I like. Right. Well, I'll see you when we get to our next station. You join me pulling into our next station today. So I'm just going downstairs. Got the guards panel here with some information. Of course, in reality, that can only be opened by the guard. To the emergency window as we pull in. Evidently slowing down as we go over the road. The car there. Wow. Olive green cars. Apple green, actually. Actually, bottle green would be the right word. By the way, I changed seat again because I got the direction of travel wrong. So siding here. As we come into our first station today. Which is of course Hosbach. What? Hosbach or something like that. As we open our door, very nice. So Hosbach, or however you want to call it, Hosbach. We're here. I just wanted to give you a quick look of the cab car, which looks beautiful. Nice modern Bombardier. We're on the nice new station, and we'll soon, as you can see here, there's a bicycle area for wheelchairs as well. Don't quite know what that is. Got quite a lot of waiting time at these stations. It's got an underpass. Got station announcements. It's just quite a plain station, Hosbach. Excuse me. Right, let's get back on board as the door's closed. Get back to a seat. Get to our seat. As we depart. Oh, we're in the last car. I didn't want to be here because it's too noisy. So we'll go where I had originally got a seat, which is here. We've got our seat, and I'll see you as we come into the next station. We have just passed another regional service heading to Aschaffenburg, out Banhof. Just if you're going to ask something, no, we're not going to be able to go to Aschaffenburg Süd today because there is no services that run there apart from the diesel shunters early in the morning, so that's a no-go. So now just pulling into the next station, so I'm just going to get ready to show you the actual station. Oops, as we pull in. Which is, of course, the wonderful Langapus, which is where all the freight trains come down from the Frankfurt ramp up. As you can see. So Langapus, or Langapus, or however you flipping want to call it, which is the bottom of the Spessart ramp up. Let me just open the door. There we go. We're at the bottom of a 2.1% gradient, which in train terms is a lot. Freight trains need a banker locomotive, which is usually stationed in their siding over there. Of course, now it's evidently being used to climb the hill. So maybe we'll see it on our way up. I'm going to carry on filming the way up because it's quite a treacherous climb up to Heigenbrüchen. So it's quite a beautiful landscape now. It's quite remote. After Lauffasch, it starts to be quite lonely and remote. So you saw a train pass. Usual freight here is mixed freight and cars. So I'm just gonna get ready to be able to depart. So we're at the hill. Of course, the Spessart ramp has now been suppressed with the tunnel. But nonetheless, when this is set in, there was still the Spessart ramp, and we're gonna now go up the Spessart ramp as the doors close. So we're just going to take our seat to behold the beauty of the Spessart ramp. Spessart because it's the Spessart forest or mountain, I'm not sure. Take our seat as we depart Lauffasch. We're now starting to feel the gradient as it hits. There we go. We're now being booted onto the hill. We've now passed the last road as we climb the ramp. You can now feel the train hit the gradient. As you can now see, we're climbing high. We're passing factories. And in a minute I'll be 100% remote as we climb this beautiful, there you go, there's this freight train coming down, high speed, 125 kilometers an hour. It's quite a long train, there you go, beautiful. You get a lot of freight trains on the Spessart ramp. We're still climbing past these small villages. Carrying on now in the very densely forested area. I think I'll meet you as we arrive at Heigenbrüchen. We're now entering the tunnel before Heigenbrüchen, which is where the Spessart ramp ends. As you can see, the gradient is now flattening out. As we enter the tunnel now, we're gonna go down to the door where we'll arrive at Heigenbrüchen. As we now pull out of the tunnel, and the driver slows down, entering. A freight train passes in the extreme dark. The banker will probably be in a siding as we enter Heigenbrüchen on one of the two sides. Has it passed us yet? No, there's no tracks on this side. Oh yes there are. Yeah, look, there's the banker waiting to return out to Lauffasch to help the train up the hill. There you go. This now we grind to a halt upon entering Heigenbrüchen at the top of the Spessart ramp. There we go. This is Heigenbrüchen. Oh, It's quite treacherous. Oh god, it opens on both sides. That's good. That's cool. There's the banker. It's just received its clear signal as it departed very quickly. Let's head back in. There's quite a big gap there. Is this what platform 3? Yeah, that's funny. No, it's quite dangerous falling down the platform, as you can imagine. We will be departing shortly, as the doors close on both sides. There we go. They're now closed on both sides. There we go. We'll go and take our seat. And I'll see you once I've got my seat, which is here, as we pull into the next station. We're now slowing down for our next station on the route, which is shortly coming up. You've got to be quite short, because you can't, it's not as limited headspace here. This seating area around here looks quite comfortable. The little nice table. So as you can see, we're now coming in to our next station. Let me just head over to the other side. So this is a nice area for wheelchairs with deployable seats. Nice bin here. Well, it's not nice, it's just a bin. As we pull in to our station. And of course the station is Wiestal. We have now arrived at Wiestal. Stop, open the door. There we go. So now, I think it is Wiestal. I didn't get it wrong. It's quite nice, kind of. Oh wow, big graffiti there. I like those destination boards, they're clear but concise. Still don't know where we are. Is it Wiestal really? Yeah, it's Wiestal. Yeah, it's Wiestal. Which is funny because there's only a sign at the station entrance and exit. In we go. There we go. As the doors close and lock. There we go. So we'll now get back to our seat as we depart Wiestal. Our seat was this one behind the lady, and I'll see you as we pull into our next station. We're approaching our next station, passing through some of Germany's most beautiful countryside here in the Black Forest area. And of course it's the Main area, which is beautiful. Main-Spessart. Very industrial of course, but also very beautiful. You can see a high bridge, towering bridge over some roads. As we pull into our station. The guards on these trains can turn off the lights. They can turn them halfway on and then they can turn them on fully, and then of course they can turn on the formation lights. But let's stop messing around with what the guard can do, and let's see what we can do as a passenger. So we're here. We've arrived at Parkenstein, which is, as you can see, there's loads of warehouses, but there's also a few houses, and of course, a very beautiful hilly landscape here in Germany. So let's see what there is down these stairs, presumably. Just a normal station with an underpass. Let's get back up to the train. We don't want to miss our only way out. Well, I'll have to wait for years. Well, not too long, I expect. I absolutely love how it matches pretty well the BR182. I mean, it's not like the Austrian control cars, but it's pretty similar. Board as we depart. There we go, get back to our seats. And I think we're ready to go to our next station, which should be quite nice. Lost my seat. But what coach are we in? Are we in 1, 2, 3, far forwards? Nope. Oops, I'm a little bit lost. Open yourself. Right. Oops. Let's see if I can go up the other side. Aha, the lady got off. Here was our seat. Well, I'll see you as we pull into our next station. Quick update, we just appear to be passing a really long freight train. Made of loads of cars. There you go, that was it. I'll see you at the next station. We're now coming into my favourite station on the line, which is called Lower Banhof, which has got an industrial siding, and it coincides that to go down this siding there's a diesel hydraulic shunter. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to see it, because we're going to come in quite fast. See if we can spot the line as well, that it goes down. You can hear the loco's fan in that pitch, quite loud. So there's the line it goes down that we're coming up to now, and it's just going to be right here on our right, in this siding here. There you go. There's the BR204 diesel hydraulic shunting locomotive, pulling some general purpose wagons, and another loco goes past, which was our BR155, I believe. We'll have a closer look at the shunter the minute we stop at the station, if we can, that is, of course. Which we won't be able to because it's too far. So we're pulling now to Lower Banhof, which is of course my favourite station on the route. There's another BR156, which is doing the Lorgamunden service. Going very quickly. We're now on the final stretch of our all the stations Main-Spessart Bahn. I absolutely love this station, and let me see if I can get any closer to that diesel shunter. There's a route map, which is pretty awesome. Not very long though. Let's see. There's a bay platform here. There's some buses over there. Which you can hear. But I don't want to miss my train, so I'm dashing back. See, unfortunately we can't really... You can see the shunter over there, but it's a bit further than the station. We'll get on as the doors close and lock. as we depart Banhof. Get up to our seat, which is here, and I'll see you at Langapus Island and Gmunden. We're now on a high speed 100-mile-an-hour line, which is 160 kilometers an hour. But we're now coming up on the track that now separates to Frankfurt. Well, this is the Frankfurt-Buttsburg line. So now we go off on the Gmunden branch. If we carried on in this direction, we'd come up on the Buttsburg fast line, which of course we're not going to be taking today because our destination is Gmunden. So any moment now I'll run down so we can get a look at the junction from these windows. There's a junction, and that now goes along to Buttsburg, and it's a fast line where the ICE trains go on. Now that goes up, and then it branches over us. So I think I'll join you as we arrive into Langapus Island. On the approach to Langapus Island, we're passing this road here with some houses and some cars. So we're just preparing for the arrival into Langapus Island, and then finally Gmunden. There you see an old lovely car. Haven't got long now to the end of all the stations in Main-Spessart Bahn, which is of course this wonderful historic German railway, updated to modern standards. Nice slowing down. Okay, so we're getting down to these windows, which is just my favourite to peer out the windows as we pull into Langapus Island. There goes a passenger train, which is probably the Law shuttle, the return, because the one that left us at Law was actually waiting for us to pass. I did manage to get my camera recording in time. Open our door. I welcome you to Langapus Island. It's not the most exciting place, it's just a normal German station with relatively fast trains passing through it. Nothing really that interesting. Our tracks is awesome as usual, with its destination board. So I'm now just running down to our coach. What's funny about this is that you can run along here. Thought I heard the door chime, but evidently not. I'm just a bit paranoid because we've made it all the way from Aschaffenburg to Gmunden am Main, and we're just here at Langapus Island. Gmunden am Main, as I said, which is Gmunden Main, as it says there. Just, oh my god, no, okay. Basically just means it's Gmunden on the River Main, which is the river that goes through Frankfurt. There we go, and now we're just departing for Gmunden Hauptbahnhof main station, taking my seat as we depart, and I'll see you for the last station on all the stations, Main-Spessart Bahn. We've just passed the freight train, as you can see, as we've joined up to some lines. Now on the approach to Gmunden, which was not far at all from Langapus Island. There was a massive bridge over us, really tall, with some tracks. Oh, that's a beautiful tower there. And that's a church. Another, wow, there's a lot of those towers around here. No, there's a castle up there, that's beautiful. Or some kind of house. Get a photo. That's nice. As we're now pulling into Gmunden, this is the map of the route. Didn't mean to show you that, but never mind. This is the massive junction at Gmunden with loads of, this is like the freight hub on the other side of the Spessart ramp. So all the trains, not all of them, but most of the trains from Aschaffenburg come here with freight trains and passenger trains. So this is Gmunden Hauptbahnhof, which is the last station in our journey today. All the stations, Main-Spessart Bahn. I hope you've enjoyed it. As I said, this is going to be on most of the routes I can, if you like it. Which I recently got a comment from Paul D saying that he really liked it. So please like it. Oh look, there's a train here going to. So Reggio going to Gmunden as well. This is probably... Oh, it's a Heigenbrücken Gmunden train. I'm sure of it. As the doors open, we disembark, head towards the front of the platform, and I'll say bye next to the tracks loco that's been pulling us today, which is 2 tracks locos, of course, which are always really gorgeous to see. Climb down on these steps. There you go. And there's a lovely freight train next to us as well, being headed by another tracks. So you go 146206 and 146251. Both came here to Gmunden. I'll show you their cabs quickly, just as a little bit of a treat. There you go. She's the driver who's brought us all the way here. And now we'll just climb down, close our door behind us, of course. And I really thank you for watching all the stations Main-Spessart Bahn. I'll see you in the next episode or live stream. Bye guys.